What is up, y'all? What is up? It is Honk here with the start of the year tournament, kicking off 2025 in style over here in the Revolt community. For our fourth session, we got B10L, that's a best 10 lap session, coming up soon. We are waiting for players to get out of their lobby, their IO lobby, etc. And then we'll be kicking it off. But before we do so, I will have a little bit of a pre-show just to talk about what we're going to be seeing today, as well as what we've seen over the previous 3 sessions. So let's go ahead and get into the lobby. As you can see, we're here with 10 laps on Toys in the Hood 1, and that is what we're going to be starting our race off with today. Best 10 laps. Essentially, as the name would imply, every single race is going to have exactly 10 laps. We're going to be racing on every track, every stock track, that is, including rooftops. So there has been a lot of chaos in previous sessions. Just last week, we had the best lap. We had the Twisted Knockout session. We also had best lap strategy session, which was kind of an oddball. Exclusive races, also a bit of an oddball. But this is going to be a pretty chill race compared to that. As far as just, I mean, we'll see if it's actually going to be chill or not. But as far as the rules go, it's very straightforward. You race 10 laps on Toys in the Hood 1, and then we go to 10 laps on Supermarket 2, and so on and so forth until we get to Ghost Town 2. And by Ghost Town 2, I mean Toytanic 2. But we also talked about the previous weeks and what we've seen in them. Let's go ahead and look at our some of our results from that. First of all, we've got our overall standings here. As you can see, Kilabaris on the board with 3 20s back to back. 3 first places in a row. The man has gotten 60 points for himself and has already started to break away from the pack after just 3 sessions out of 8. There's definitely still plenty of room for some chaos to happen, but if Kilabaris continues down this path, it's going to be a lights out first place for him in just a few more sessions. We've also got some other players doing extremely well. We've got Kiki with 2 second places on session 1 and session 3. We've got Stingox with 2 third places on session 1 and session 2. He had a very unfortunate session 3 as far as the Twisted Knockout went. Kind of went for a strategy that ended up not paying off, although I did love the strategy itself. Only getting 5 points there, and you might think, well, that's basically the end of the race for him. No. Because of the format of this session, you're also going to see plenty of people with 0s on their name. Those people are not out of the running either, because I believe they will only be taking your best 6 out of 8 races. I was thinking maybe 5 out of 8. I'm like 90% sure it's 6 out of 8. So if you have a 5-pointer, if you have a couple 0-pointers, those will get knocked off the end tally. So that's something really important to keep in mind if you're not familiar with this format. I think I've talked about most of, well, we can look at Twisted Knockout here for a bit. We saw Kilabaris with first. Look at all the perks that he got. If you got first place in the race, you got an extra perk to kind of incentivize people to get that first place title. And man, did he get the first places. Kiki Lampert also getting in there in the podium. Frostbitten, the return of Frostbitten. It's been great to have him back as well. And of course, the B making some noise as well. Welcome in chatters. We've got, of course, Kiki. We've got Top. We've got Santi. Much love, Santi. We've got Bloberov. And, of course, Nick as well. I've received word that, unfortunately, Sting isn't joining today's race. But, again, that just shows you if he can perform well in sessions 5 through 8, he's definitely still got a fighting chance. Even with that 5-pointer, he's still sitting in third, so he's doing quite well for himself. Now, time is ticking here, and I've got to get predictions up as well. But one thing that I did want to mention is, yes, these top racers do have a lot of points behind them. But once you start going down the list around number 3, we've got 35, 35, 31, 30, and then a little bit of a gap where we've got 23, 23, 22, 22, 21. So still big battles going on midfield. And with this only being the halfway point of our race, once we finish this race, there's a hell of a lot that can still play out. So I'm interested to see how this week shakes out. Could maybe, if an underdog can get a first place, lock in those 20 points, we're going to see a huge breakaway. Maybe Keela Barris wins another one and gets an unprecedented 4 wins in a row across vastly different game types. We'll just have to wait and see, but we are going to go ahead and do our predictions. It looks like we have over 16 people, if I understand correctly, so I believe we're going to have 2 lobbies. I do need to go ahead and get the predictions up. Now, the way I'm going to do the predictions this week is I'm going to split it according to people who marked down. Are all the people who marked, are they all racing? Well, we got 5 minutes until start time now. For example, 9 Yam 9. I'm not familiar with 9 Yam 9. Or Skandar. Skandar's in the lobby, though. Okay, well, I'll just do my best here. Okay, our prediction is up and ready to go. I did what I could. Not all these players are guaranteed to be in the lobby, but the thing is, we're currently split in 2 lobbies, I do believe. So it's kind of hard to tell for now. But we had 20 people react to the post, so I have gone ahead and made 10 groups of 2, randomly done according to when they signed up. If one of or both of the players aren't there, well, that's unfortunate, but regardless. And also, I'm just going to keep this running. Players may get eliminated, but as long as one of them stays alive, I don't think it's a big deal. Again, if anyone thinks that's an issue, let me know if you want me to close it here in 2 minutes. But the thing is, I want to make sure that people have time to get their prediction points in. And I don't think that any of our front runners are going to get eliminated in the qualifiers. So that's how I'm going to run it. For our qualifier, we are doing, I believe, best 4 laps on Toys in the Hood 1 with the Cougar. Let me go ahead and double check that. I'm seeing B4L qualification system if there's over 16 players in the lobby. Toys in the Hood 1 with Cougar. Repeat the B4L until 8 players in the lobby. So, what that means is we're going to have 2 players eliminated in each 10-player lobby before we start the main event. This is just going to be qualifiers to get into the main match. And again, there are no pickups. There are no crazy rules. We are driving on the Cougar. That is a little bit of a twist, but it's nothing too major. So I don't think that there's going to be a question of a player getting unlucky and not being able to qualify. This is definitely a strong lobby, as you can tell, but a couple players are going to have their work cut out for them. Maddie is starting his PC, and then we'll be headed into it. While we wait for that, I want to remind y'all we've still got a lot of exciting races left to happen. I would say, in my opinion, this week and next week are going to be our most standard competitive races, in the sense that your pickups are off, there's no twists or turns, which for me personally, as a caster, I like the twists and turns. As viewers, a lot of times they like the twists and turns, but I love that there is a blend of different races in SOTY. It's not just like one format. There's lots of different races represented here. I kind of said that in a weird way, and I just realized until afterwards. But anyways, moving swiftly along. We're also, so basically, if you're wondering, next week is going to be the endurance race, a multi-lap race on one track. Everyone should be familiar with endurance races, a test of your grit, a test of your tenacity. Indu on Spoinky Doinky is certainly something that I would be down for. Let's see. I don't know if they're talking about me in here. I gotta make sure that I'm not doing anything wrong in the lobby. But also, after next week, we're gonna have some interesting races. We're gonna have star racers. We're gonna have stock tracks, best 10 laps with pickups on. We're gonna have the strategy in game to finish off our 8-week session. Star racers. It is pickups are on, but there are no normal pickups to be found. Instead of that, every track contains a couple of stars in various locations. A mix of track knowledge with a little bit of risk and good timing. So you can see we're going to go straight from best 10 laps, no pickups, and endurance racing into a heavily modified version of Revolt, into stock tracks with pickups on. So it's a really cool, it's just cool to tune in each week because it's a completely different format each time. That being said, a couple players have proven themselves to be extremely adept at every situation, apparently. Exclusive races, best lap strategy session, twisted knockout. They've brought everything to the table. Those players, of course, have been our players up here in the top. Kilabaris, Kiki, Sting. Unfortunately, not doing too well last week, but the NY54 guy. Yo, NY54, my favorite car. Literally, my favorite stock car of all time. Shout out to you. Much love. This is an actual serious session, isn't it? Yes. Yes, this is a serious session. This entire event is a competitive event. Like I was saying, it's not the most down and dirty, nothing but competitive action, but it's all competitive themed. Absolutely. And this is going to be basically the cream of the crop here this week as well as next week. If that's what you're looking for. The absolute most competitive of the competitive that we've got planned at SOTY. Currently got people going ahead and getting the second lobby opened up, figuring out, where's missing people. but we will be kicking it off soon. Top says, honk, I lost points. How? Overall, you lost points? Hey, I'm just the guy with the sheets. I don't make the sheets. I just bring them to the stream. You know what I mean? Are you talking about on predictions? Are you sure it wasn't the second session, Top, where we had the big bets? NY54 guy says, so I can't just randomly join in with an NY54 and do horribly, Lamau. Unfortunately not. But if you are looking for multiplayer Revolt Racing, there are multiple options available to you. Some of them where you can bring that NY54. Let me know if you need Discord links. I can set you up. I've got Revolt Americas. I've got Revolt IO, which is kind of worldwide, but a little bit EU focused as far as the timelines go. And there are specific times where we set up lobbies and go into it. All right, we're going to head into it. Okay, good to hear, NY54 guy. Good to hear, good to hear. So I am seeing in the chat, we got 2 rounds in this lobby, which should mean that we've got 20 people overall. There's going to be 1 person eliminated each time. Well, let me make sure I've got everything ready on my end. Let's get this music turned down a little bit. Let's get... let's get our things pulled up for the stream. And let's give it a try. There we go. Looking good for the time being. Again, this is the Cougar on Toys in the Hood 1. Gonna be best 4 laps. And this is basically a knockout. For those of y'all who didn't realize this, this is basically a knockout here. It's essentially don't come in last, right? We've got some unexpected people currently in the last. Maddie failing the shortcut. Makakowski, who has been making some waves in SOTY so far. Out towards the back as he fails the entry. But all eyes on Maddie here. Actually, Tia Sodi, aka Tia Rodi. What happened here? And this is a kind of a stacked lobby, is it not? Well, we got an easy part of the track. Let's go ahead and check out who's in this lobby. Anakin leading in first. Laggy Rock, Kiki, Kotick, Ashen, Nick, Top, Makakowski, Maddie, and Tia Rodi. Wow. Anakin leading this lobby. He has fallen back two players since we mentioned that, down into third, but still doing very well for himself, evading removal. We got to get down from 20 players to 16. There is an additional second lobby open right now where players are doing the exact same thing as they are in this one. One will be eliminated from this lobby, one will be eliminated from the other. Currently it's Tia Rodi 65 meters behind. There is a pretty big grouping here. As he tried to take the shortcut, they both fail the shortcut, but nothing too major, and they will be able to continue chilling. Tia Rodi failing further. This could be the end of the road for Tia Rodi as he fails the shortcut underneath the car. Even oncoming traffic could have been an issue for him. 70, 80 meters back. Wow. Lucking out on the acrobatics there. Starts off lap 4, 100 meters down. Tia Rodi, my fellow co-caster from time to time. In the back. As we watch a little bit further, is Maddie. He's not even going to risk it. Maddie passes up Kotick. Kotick not moving anywhere fast. Maddie failing. Hold on. They're giving Tiarodi a little bit of room in, but Tiarodi is doing donuts. Tio. Oh, look at Maddie. What? Styling on him. And Tiarodi's going to try to style on him as well. And that's going to be the elimination of Tio. Check DM here. How do I check my DMs here? Oh, I see it. Alright, so that will be the elimination of Tio. We didn't get to see who the other eliminated player was. Hopefully we're gonna have Santi in there getting the second lobby, getting some information from the second lobby for us. We'll see. F. Lampert, thank you for letting me know, Mickey. Lampert, one of our top drivers in the entire thing. I think he's currently sitting at 4th place overall, is eliminated, and 3rd place overall isn't here today. Oh my god. Talk about tooth and nail competition. What is that? We've currently got Ashen and Anakin in the back in Lobby 1 as they finish off Lap 1. Anakin, such a strong performance there on the previous race, but now finding him in hot water on race 2 as we try to get down to 16 players. 2 more getting eliminated at the end of this, 1 from each lobby. We'll see how the shortcut goes. They don't want to take it. They don't care about it. And why would you? Cougar just has so much top speed. They can just take it chill and force Ashen to get the pace. As long as they don't mess up. But they may mess up. Look at this huge congregation of drivers. Kiki spinning out. A couple different drivers getting caught up in the dirt as well. And guess what, folks? Toys in the Hood 1 is not the most difficult track, right? So if you mess up and no one else does, how are you going to come back? I think that's the issue with Lampert. That could be the issue with Kiki as well, as Kiki is currently in 9th place out of 9 players. It would be historic to have not only Lampert but also Kiki eliminated before the race even begins. Ashen with a wreck. I think Kotick was implicated in that as well. They're both in dangerous waters. Kiki can't get around him. Can't climb up. Oh my god. As they start the final lap, Kiki still in the back here. Absolutely, Statue. You know it. Okay. Is this the end of the road for Kiki? We're halfway through lap 4. 30 meters for Kiki. Goes for the shortcut. Lands it. Respect to Kiki for that. Gets a little bit of distance for it. They head into the pipeline. Needs a mistake. Is it going to be Nick? Is it going to be Nick? He can't flip his car. Kiki gets up. Can he get over? And he will. It's going to be Nick facing elimination as his car flips over and sets on fire in the pipeline. Kiki evades certain death, certain defeat. As we look at this, I mean, Kiki was number 2 overall. Imagine Kiki getting eliminated from 2nd place overall position, getting eliminated before the race even begins. Well, that was the case for Lampert there in 4th place. Okay. Wow, Nick also going to be eliminated. Nick was currently sitting at ninth place overall. He's going to have 0 points for this session. He had 4 points for session 3. If he can dust himself off in the second half, he'll be looking all right. Could maybe even make a run for the podium still. But that 0, it's got to be hurtful. And with that, we are going to be starting the official race here soon. I gotta say, with the qualifier being on Toys in the Hood 1, it did kind of lead to this situation where maybe some players who are more skilled didn't make the cut. It's just the way Toys in the Hood 1 plays out. That's true, NY54, but when you got 100 meters with 1 lap left, that's tough. That's tough. Lobby 2 played only 1 round. Okay, I think they were missing a player. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Okay, so, wow, we've got Lampert, Nick. We're off. Wow, we got Ertzu on the Panga. Hello? Oh my goodness, Ertzu trying to blast them up. Get that Panga match real quick. Coming in with the heat. Say, get out of my way. Oh my goodness. Wow, I can't believe he nailed that like that. How did he maneuver his car to work like that? Let's go ahead and move forward a little bit. V getting caught up, playing on the Humma. Makakowski leading the race. Top out in second. Love that skin as well. Ooh. Pokers. Shout out Pokers in that third place. Ashen in fourth. Unfortunate shortcut for him, but still doing quite well for himself. I like Ashen just taking the cut like that. You got so many drivers all up around you. Why flip the coin? Just take it the safe route. Sorry about that, folks. So we are, I mean, you can tell we are very early on in this race. Qualifiers took a bit, and now we're just now getting to lap 4 of 10. We're going to be doing that with every single stock track. So if you forgot to get something to drink, something, a snack maybe, go ahead and strap in now, because, this is the third time that we've seen Toys in the Hood 1. But after this one, we are going to be kicking it off into some more troubling territory for these drivers. It's been a pretty chill race so far. Makakowski doing quite well for himself. I put the camera on Pokers, who's out in second. He immediately wrecks on the shortcut. We got Kiki taking his place in second. V doing exceptionally well with the Humma. Huge shout out to V. Pokers spins out on the pipe, and now V will be taking third place. Look at the cone blocking the jump there. They got to just drive into oncoming traffic from now on. Makakowski. Some mistake somewhere along the way as Kiki is now right up on him, right into the shortcut. And okay, he holds strong. For those of y'all who don't know the Revolt history, I'm sure we got some historians that can correct me on this as well, but I believe best 10 lap was like a huge thing. Best 4 lap and best 10 lap was a huge thing in the Revolt community some years back with a scoreboard for it and everything. I'm not sure where that website is. Someone, I think you should be able to link it in chat if you want, but we may have some more additions to that scoreboard after today, with this many drivers taking on the B10L on track after track. Pokers up on V into the jump. Air 2 holding strong on the Panga. One moment here. Apologies. Look at him coming up on Pokers. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Nick. B3L and B4L, not quite B10L. RVR. Classic time. I just got the camera on our Panga here. But you know what? I think it's time to move a little bit forward in our race as Air 2 does get the overtake there. Because we've got some action front field for sure as the competition has shaken down a bit, but also heated up a bit as well. The contention for first place, very hot. Makakowski unfortunately failing that jump. It's basically going to take him out of the running for that podium. Kilobaris with the oncoming traffic as well, knocking him down to second. He's got some work left to do. Laggy Rock right there behind him. Laggy Rock on the inside. He overtakes him. Kilobaris trying to take it back. Can't quite do it. Nice jump. Unfortunate. Laggy Rock going to be left in the dust. Fighting with Makakowski. Oh my god. They're ripping around all the different cars. We've got Kiki. A good 15 meters ahead of the lead. In fact, let's move back a little bit. We've got V trying to hold on to third. Makakowski, Laggy Rock just taking the outside there. Kiki, oh, the slide out of V. Loses what, 2 positions? Oh, he loses a bunch of positions. Falls back to 6. Airsu finishes out in 8th. Kotick sliding in. Anakin as well. And I think we must have had a DC. and immediately into Supermarket 10. Now the thing with this being best 10 laps is no matter the length of the track, it's always going to be 10. So this best 10 laps on Supermarket 2 is about to finish just as quickly as it begins. We've got Air 2 swapping over to the Cougar. Humma. V still rocking the Humma. Welcome in, Kippy. You tuned in just in time. Just now kicking off track 2 of our best 10 lap session. Welcome in, Powerade as well. Great to have you in here. Much love. Supermarket 2. With pickups off, it's just going to be the cars are basically a pickup here. Look, some players getting slapped over to the side. Oh no, a wreck there as well. And we're already a lap down. Kilabaris, good execution through there. It looked like he was going to slide out, but he's just taking the outside corner of that. Everything chilling for now, but look at Skandar. A little bit of a cast of curse there. Skandar is doing really well for himself until I said his name, and then top out in third. And Kilabar is gonna take that. Okay. Laggy Rock and Kiki, what happened there? Top unfortunately gets crowded out on the turn. But still, this leaves some open room for players to grab some spots. Laggy Rock gets pushed back a bit. Apologies for the lack of custom skins. Honestly, don't know is my honest response to that. We are on lap 6 out of 10. Kilabaris and Kiki. I want to be able to give the camera on everybody, but it's just not really an option in a race like this. I think the best option is just to watch forward, see who makes a mistake. And the reason why is there's so many points for these top positions. Going from second to first is like passing 3 players if you're further back in the pack. So this is incredibly important. Our podium is all right here in a row. 20 meters back is Ertzu on the Cougars. Shout out Ertzu. They start lap 9 of 10. Nobody wrecking yet. Kiki, Kilabaris, Makikoski. Kiki almost eliminated from the race. Inches away, millimeters away from being eliminated from this entire session today. If you missed the qualifier, Kiki was almost eliminated in the qualifier and is now leading track 2 here. Final lap. Can Kiki finish the job? It's looking like he'll be able to. Kiki, Kilabaris, Makikoski, Ertzu as well. Laggy Rock. He lets Laggy Rock by him. Ashen and Pokers, Maddie, they're all finishing up now in a blob. Oh, man. Much love for the watch streak. Indeed, indeed. You're tuned into session 4 of the start of the year tournament 2024. 2025. Once this race ends, we will be halfway through. So you still got plenty of races left to catch. We head into Museum 2. Welcome in, Ratty Rat. Good to have you in here. Oh, we got Kiki maybe correcting me here. Okay, I think I was correct with that answer. Yes, yes. NY54 guys saying Museum 2 is my least favorite track. Wait, no, I hate Museum 1 more. Yeah, Museum 1 hated by a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. I personally love it for pretty much the same reasons. Kilobaris gets the pole position and he is immediately out of there. Laggy Rock snaps up second place. In a single file line for now, but once it gets to the shortcut, all hell will break loose. In about 5 seconds, we're going to see that happen. Tequila Bar is free, able to take that. No one else wants it. Tequila Bar is going to be... Look at how far he's broken away. Anakin getting caught up on pokers. And Tequila Bar is now a full 10 meters ahead of the competition. With that shortcut, Skandar getting caught up a bit. Thank you, Nick. Top with the overtake into third. Makakasi trying to pass up Maddie as well. And into the shortcut we go. With the positions a little bit shaken out a bit. Will anyone go? Kiki will. Kiki will take... Oh, he fails the shortcut. Kotick nails it, though. He slides right through. Kiki falling back quite a bit. Kiki is going to be occupying, what, 7th place now. Got some work left to do, but... This is a track that's a bit longer than something like Supermarket 2, obviously, as well as the first Toy World that we encounter. So we're only on lap 3 here. Still plenty of time for Kiki to mount a comeback, but also plenty of time for Kilobaris to extend his advantage, which currently sits at about 20 meters ahead of everyone else. Makakowski slows down briefly into the cut. He fails the cut as well. And he implicates Kiki with it. Oh man, Makakowski and Kiki struggling. Two racers that I normally don't say that with very much, especially not on a stock track that people should be familiar with. Of course they are familiar with it, but it just goes to show that shortcut can catch anyone off guard. Let's go ahead and check forward. We've got Kilobaris going to be taking the shortcut. Laggy Rock choosing not to. Just driving around the outside. Kotick slamming through. Out in 3rd place. Could have taken it safe. Chooses to go for the shortcut. Kiki does take it. Moves right on over into 5th place. Behind Top and Makakowski. Look at Kiki. Look at the pace Kiki gets. Able to preserve so much speed with the perfect lines. Into the cut. Yeah, he's still going to take it bravely. It wasn't the cleanest, in my opinion. It looked a little bit scary there. That might just be my connection. Because, you know, with me connecting from America, I will have a little bit of latency compared to these players. So sometimes it looks like there's a mistake by them. It's just delay in getting to me to show y'all on the screen. So that's just a little note. We're going to see them take the cut one more time, and then we're going to flip through. Makakowski and Kiki both nailing it. Pokers gets caught up in it. Top and Kotick taking that shortcut quite well. Blocking out V. Bloberov in the mix as well. We haven't talked too much about Bloberov, but he is up here in the mix in the single digits. Trying to find a couple more positions. In the meantime, you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, Kilobaris is still 30 meters ahead of Laggy Rock. Laggy Rock is 15 ahead of Makakowski. So we are tuned into just midfield for the time being. Oh, maybe a wreck. Hold on, into the cut. V and Kotick nailing the cut. Now we've got Kiki versus Makakowski. Continuing on, in lap 8, Kiki has moved from about 8th place all the way up to 4th. He's trying to find more, trying to find a podium, trying to steal that podium from Makakowski. Will the orangutan have anything to say about it? No, he will not, as he gets spun out, presumably by Kiki. Kiki takes that cut. Makakowski will as well. He's got, I mean, as you can see, Makakowski Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got chaos happening in the backfield. Let's tune into this here. V, Maddie, 5th, 6th. Bloberov up in 7th, passing up 2. Ertsu and Kotick. Kiki and Makakasi still neck and neck. Hard to decide where to watch here. I think we're going to flip back over as we see V snap up. Okay, now it's Kiki and Laggy Rock. Kiki's going to take the cut. Laggy Rock won't. Kiki should be able to move smoothly into second. He indeed will be able to. Makakowski fails the cut. V takes it. He looks like he's good to go. Kotick, Ertsu taking it. Bloberov still manages to hold on to 7th place. And it is Kilabaris looking like a very clean and straightforward first place finish for himself. We'll continue to watch midfield. It looks like that battle for 2nd and 3rd has died off a bit. Look at Kotick on the overtake. Wow, sliding right by that Cougar. And into the cut we go. V taking it in the Hummer. Looking amazing. Bloberov and Maddie don't want to take it. Kotick cuts off Bloberov. Bloberov falls back 3 as a result. Oh my goodness, poor Bloberov. Knocked back to 10th. So much hard work just to fall back 3 positions at the tail end. We do have the other drivers finishing it up. It will be Kilabaris, Kiki, Laggy Rock, Makakowski actually finishing out in 4th. V in the Hummer, doing well for himself in 5th place. Shout out to V. V has been performing out of his mind. It looks like, you know, Toyaka, Hummer, it doesn't matter. The man knows how to play for sure. Botanical Garden, gonna be our next one. Botanical Garden is a favorite of mine stylistically. It's just been a favorite of mine for as long as I can remember, and that is where we're about to take it. Pretty chaotic track. Very narrow at parts as well. Not the longest either. Oh my goodness, we got Ertsu pole position with the Panga. Let's see the bloodshed. Let's see the bloodshed. Back up, Ertsu. No, he's not going to back up. He's not that much of a hater. And it's just going to be Ertsu getting owned by everybody. Laggy Rock out in 1st. Maddie tried to take it inside. Not going to happen. Big group here in 5th. As he tried to jump over the ledge. Got to be careful there that you have enough speed. Kiki on the inside. Overtakes Pokers. Jump into another one. Pretty straightforward. Ashen Forest right back there in 6th. Bloberov in 7th as they do the turn. Looks good. A little bit of a bounce from Makakowski. Ashen trying to get around on the outside. And in we go. Scariest part of the track in my opinion. And they all handle it quite well. This is a bomb ready to explode right here. Makakowski, Kiki on the inside. They're going to overtake with ease on Maddie and Pokers, who chose not to do the jump. And they will move into the podium. A very familiar podium here. Laggy Rock, Kiki, Makakowski. The question is, where is Kilabaris? Kilabaris all the way down in 8th place. Let's wait for the turn. Ashen trying to hold on. V overtakes for 2 with the inside on the turn. Nicely done. Kilabaris out here in 8th. Not able to find anything for himself so far, but we got a good number of laps to lap. Back to the front. Kiki, Makakowski, look at the way that they ride the wall there to drag their car down to start getting speed quicker than they would otherwise. Nice little tech by them. They take the jump over on the inside. Got plenty of speed to do that. Laggy Rock trying to hold on. One of the most consistent players we've got here in the tournament. There's the overtake with Kiki. And there it is. Look, now Laggy Rock trying to adapt, but he overdoes it. And there they go. Loses 4 positions just like that. Now it's just down to Makakowski and Kiki. Pokers out in 3rd, doing well for himself. Where is Kilabaris here is my question. There he is. Kilabaris trying to slide in. Yes, he will. 4th place for Kila. You can never count this guy out as we start lap 6. He is now a major contender for the podium. Next target is going to be Pokers. Bit of a lull here. I do want to flip back a little bit, but hey. Kilabaris getting dangerously close. Oh, he's set up so well for the inside turn. He knocks Pokers right out of it. Pokers loses 3 positions, but he doesn't wipe out entirely. Now, as we go backfield a little bit, we got 8th, 9th Ashen. Nothing else really going on except for Ertzu out there in 15 with the Panga. Look at Makakasi. Look at how quickly he gets back down to the ground, but then he wrecks on the incline turn, and he loses everything. It shows you. V losing out as well. You can do everything right, and one small shift is going to lose you 4 positions, just like that. Kiki got a very clean path to victory, just has to drive it properly here. Got 2 laps left, looking good, still taking the best lap pace, or the best lap route rather, using the wall to pull himself down. Kilabaris and Laggy Rock, Makakowski, Pokers, Maddie, Ashen. I think we gotta just look forward here. Look at Kilabaris. Actually, let's tune into Kilabaris and Laggy Rock on our final lap. Oh man, what about this group? The Chaos, Makakowski trying to find 2 positions off the inside on the jump. Yes, he is gonna be able to hold steadfast. He passes them both up just like that. He holds on to it. Makakowski gonna be grabbing 4th. Oh, I couldn't tell. Was Maddie able to hold on to that? Yes, Maddie able to hold on to 5th. And there goes Skandar and Ertzu with the Panga to finish this off. We got a 1-minute BRB. Kiki says Macaco Space Program. Now, I want to say, Maddie has had a number of wrist surgeries, I believe, etc. So I'm not surprised that his hand is struggling. Much respect to Maddie. Even when, if you think back to the Hot Seat League, Maddie was seriously struggling IRL as far as some of those issues, and still showing up to race and honestly killing it as well. I have nothing but respect for Maddie. And we got, look at this podium. What's up with this podium? Kilabaris, Kiki, Laggy Rock. We got V there as well. They're going to slam jam it out. Kiki getting the short end of the stick in that exchange for sure. And there's Kilabaris blasting away. The issue here, folks, there's not that many places to gain the advantage. So once you got it, it's pretty tough to lose it. Kiki will overtake Pokers, trying to find Makakowski as well. I'm going to go ahead and look a little bit farther backwards for some of the fireworks here. There's bound to be some. Should be right here at this area that we see some players wreck. No, everybody's in a line. Everybody's chilling. Everybody's good. Nobody wrecking. The jumps are good as well. Now, I want to see if any players make this tech here at this jump. After this one, do they just take it chill? They are just taking it chill. Okay. Alright. There is a possible tech, but I'm not sure if it actually saves you time or not. It doesn't look like they want to do it. It doesn't seem like the riskiest thing in the world, so I'm assuming they just don't like that. As far as just trying to jump off the ramp earlier than you would otherwise by veering off to the right side, doesn't look like they're really going for that. And I definitely trust their judgment. Kilabaris, Laggy Rock, Makakowski, Kiki, those same familiar names up there at the top. Ooh, Kiki almost colliding with the light. Laggy Rock, okay, Makakowski second. Laggy Rock on the inside? Nope. Ratty Rat saying Kilobaris holds the best time on rooftops, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. NY54 guy, I agree with you, man. Those sessions are cutthroat. It's very fun to race in them. I love to race in them all the same, but they are very cutthroat. Let's look a little bit backfield here while we got a chance. Top, doing very well for himself in 5th. Skandar, doing exceptionally well for himself out in 6th place. Maddie, trying to fight with it. Blobrov as well. Top seems to have failed a jump, and he falls all the way back to 10th. Mickey, Pokers, Anakin. Here's where the chaos is. Here's where the barroom brawl is. Right here. Ah, Pokers fails out. In the meantime, it looks like right when I looked away, Makikoski falls back to 4th place with assumedly some sort of wreck. Not sure where to look here. I think we'll look here for a bit. We got Maddie, Skandar, Blobrov, 5th, 6th, 7th. I mean, I am not familiar with Skandar. So Skandar is blowing my mind right now. And as I say it again, he just gets a random landing bug sort of thing that just completely flips him in a 180 the millisecond that I say his name. Much love to Skandar. You're very welcome. Makikoski falling all the way back to 5th behind Maddie now. Makikoski's got some work left to do. My first intuition is to put some spotlight time on Kilobaris, but I feel like Kilobaris has already gotten so much spotlight time across the start of the year tournament, and it seems like once he gets a lead, he just doesn't lose it. So until someone can prove to me that they can beat Kilobaris once he's got the lead, I don't really see the point in it. But all the love in the world to Kilobaris, don't get me wrong, but I mean, the man is just dominant here in general, but here today as well. Maddie, Makikoski continue to duke it out for 4th place. Yeah, statue, if you scroll up a little bit, Nick actually had some great info on it. The website Revolt Race is down. Maddie's trying to hold on to 4th. Makikoski is not letting him get her. Oh my goodness, tapping the wall. Maddie snags it back, says thank you very much. I'll be taking that one. In the meantime, Laggy Rock and Kiki still duking it out. We got info from Ratty Rat. It's actually Kiki who has the best lap time on rooftops. On the inside, that should be it. No! A little bit of a bounce there. Laggy Rock takes it back. Kiki? That would... Nick, can you send me a link with info like that on it? Is that possible? Like, I want to check all the stock tracks so I can say ahead of time, like, okay, this is Kiki's, best lap here. Let's see, blah, blah. That would be a sick resource to have here for this best 10 laps race. As we do have lap 9 of 10. Kiki just can't seem to get around Laggy Rock. Thank you, Ratty Rat. Okay. How can you look away from the 2nd place? Kiki finally diving on the inside, overtaking Laggy Rock as they start off the final lap. Kiki should be able to hold it. Very aggressive wall bang, works out. But look, Kilobaris is actually not that far away. Oh! Almost. Kiki. and they will just be able to finish it out. Not much to say about that one. Kilabaris, Kiki, Laggy Rock, top 3. Makikoski 4th, Maddie holding on to 5th, Bloberov out in 6th, Mickey in 7th versus V here in the drag race final, Skandar in 9th. Good recovery by him. Top falling out, and Air2 not able to find the value that he wanted with that Cougar for sure. I just want to say thanks for the game, but I need to go. That is like, I don't want to call anyone out, but that is a crazy thing to say after you just knock someone out of being able to play the session in the qualifier. If you can't be here for the whole race, don't knock someone out of the qualifier. What is wrong with you? Of course, if it was something like Rod, which seemed like it was a spur of the moment kind of thing, I can understand that, but I am shocked. He races through rooftops and says, I gotta go. Peace, y'all. Enjoy the remaining 10 tracks. Thank you, Santi. All right, so as we take it to Toy World 1, we've got Dolo with the Panga as the top. But hold on, we're getting into it. Where's Air2? Air2 is using the Cougar, not the Panga. All right, let's lock in here. We got Mickey out in first, Kila in second, Top and Kiki, third, fourth. And you know we got to put the spotlight on Mickey here. And there it is. Now we got to put the spotlight on Top. Okay, Top recovers. We got Anakin out here in fourth place as well. This is going to be one that's over just about as quick as it began, which could work out for Anakin and Top. Makikoski does eventually slither on by Anakin. Nabs fourth place. Apologies for the quick pause, but it's gonna happen. Okay. Will anyone be able to catch Kilabaris once he's gotten the lead? That is the question that I am wondering. Kiki is certainly one of the people who could do it. And again, Kiki could have been one of the people who were eliminated. Kiki was literally, if they took the pipe out of Toys in the Hood 1, Kiki would not be racing today. And here he is, the only one able to stick it to Kilabaris effectively. Laggy Rock and Makikoski doing a good job as well. But Kiki already on lap 6 of 10. Doesn't look like things are changing. I know I'm going to curse myself by doing this, but let's look at the Chaos backfield a little bit. We got Skandar in the mix, Bloberov. Laggy Rock trying to move up a bit. Air2 has been struggling seriously on the Cougar. Finally making it work here so far in Toys in the Hood, or Toy World rather. Everyone in a straight line. I feel like the drivers are so disciplined here. I mean, this is one of the more chaotic tracks. There's no oncoming traffic, but there's definitely some stuff where people can get a little bit rowdy. But everyone is just staying in their lane and driving their line. Kilabaris is still a good 5-6 meters ahead of Kiki as they begin lap 9. Ertzu, unfortunately, wrecking out. Bloberov manages to slide in. Now he's got Skandar in front of him. Might be able to pass up Skandar here. We'll see if Skandar's got the pace to hold it. Oh my goodness, hold on. Kiki and Kilabaris. Final lap. Kiki has managed to get within 2 meters of Kilabaris. Hasn't quite sealed the deal yet, though. It's looking like a close but no cigar situation. It doesn't matter how far behind him you are. If you're behind him, that's all that matters. Oh, he tries it there at the tail end. Not going to work. Top with a podium finish. Well done by Top. And Mickey falling all the way back to 13th by the end of that. Starting off with a strong first place. As Anakin says murdered, I feel like a good number of people got murdered there. Top is excited. Top got podium. I was excited for Top as well there. Big shout out to Top. Rod is back. Great to have Rod back. Ghost Town 1. This is kind of the area where I say that the difficulty of the track starts to ramp up a bit. Much love, Statue. Glad you're enjoying this as much as we are. Ghost Town 1 is really kind of course, you've also got the Toytanics in here in the mix, which is not the most difficult of the tracks for sure. But once you start getting to the Ghost Towns, you get to, this and that. We're going to see if players like... I say if players like Kilabaris can still... come on, it's Kilabaris. He's starting off midfield here. Laggy Rock out in the lead. Anakin trying to hold on. He will do so for the time being. Turn around the gallows, catching a lot of people out. And into the narrow passageway. Double wreck. And this will leave us with a very familiar top 4. Maddie has consistently been up there in the top 4. He continues to be, but the podium once again is going to be Laggy Rock, Makakowski, Kilabaris. Look at the flight. I think that was Kiki there, flying over to Kilabaris trying to take him out. Makakowski goes out the outside. Kilabaris already right up there on the fender. Makakowski. Makakowski does get a little bit of breathing room. Okay. Oh, chaos backfield. Skandar gets his car flipped. Big turn. Kiki trying to get in. Okay. Lobarov trying to get down to the single digits again. Let's look at Kiki though. Got to pass up 2 here. Pokers and Ertzu. Ah! Caught up. And there's Ertzu's Cougar flipped. Alright, we're going to take it back to the front field where we got Laggy Rock, Makakowski. We've also got Kilabaris back here. This continues to be our top 3. Ratty Rat says Toytanic will hopefully have some Pangas. Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Panga City, let's see it. Look at Makakowski. Got some advantage over Laggy Rock for the time being, but will he be able to find a clean pass? Or will this kind of just be, washed away? Kilabaris, 15-meter lead over Kila. They've got to be feeling good about that. Maybe they just hold on to this. Too much infighting could be bad, but Makakowski does just get a clean gallows turn. Overtakes him just like that. No fighting necessary. Just a clean overtake. We've got some lap traffic, though. As you can tell, it looks like Rod is about to be passed by a couple people. Oh my god, is Rod going to be a lap traffic disaster here? As they turn into the gallows, Rod, we got you in 4K. If you mess anything up, okay, he will go ahead and back it up. We got Kilabaris still in 3rd place. Let's watch a little bit of the chaos here between our midfield drivers before everything kicks off. Actually, we got Kiki in 5th. No more action for Kiki. Anakin wrecking on the turn. Top is going to wreck out on the turn. Bloberov takes him over. Poker takes him over. All right, you already know. We got to flip it back. Not too much time to waste here. Makakowski versus Laggy Rock for the top 2. Volatile situation here for sure. Well, if it was Kilabaris at that first place, it would be a much less volatile situation because Kilabaris just doesn't drop anything. But that being said, they are both 20 meters ahead of Kilabaris, 25 meters ahead of Kilabaris. They can get a clean final lap. It will be Kilabaris finally missing a first place. It's been a bit. Kiki moves into fourth place. Hold on. Kiki is a good ways back, though. Not too much to think about there. Makakasi, Laggy Rock, 1, 2. Lap traffic ahead. Big turns. No oils to worry about. No chaos to worry about. Very cleanly finish it up. And it will be the 1-2. With Kiki fourth. Maddie in fifth. Maddie, again, doing exceptionally well here this evening. V out in sixth. Top and Anakin duking it out for seventh. Top gets inside, cuts him off, sends him some honks as well. Blobrov, Ash, and Skandar. Mickey and Poker's duking it out for 13th. And there is Rod finishing out in 16th. Blobrov sending the XOXOs. Love it. All right, with that, we continue to count down as Kiki says, call me 111 Dive Bomb. 111 Dive Bomb. Quite the respectable title. Dive Bomb Iki really rolls off the tongue. Kiki says, Nick, did you see me fly on the ramp? I don't know if Nick saw it, but we certainly did. We certainly saw it. Went for a wild ride with that one. Almost slammed right into Kilabaris. Hey, I hear you, NY54 guy. It is a stiff field of competitors here today. No free rides, that much is for sure. So we take it to the second of our two toy worlds. This is always an interesting one. I wouldn't necessarily say a ton of potential for wrecks per se, but definitely some areas to get some pace advantage as Kilabaris slams Skandar into the wall. It takes first place. Skandar trying to take it back. Tricky areas. Also lots of places that you can get wrecked by other drivers. As two players go ahead and cut off Skandar there on the turn. Laggy Rock and Kiki, the seasoned professionals, they know exactly what they need to do. Can't take that turn too far on the outside or you're going to get rammed. Kiki gives Laggy Rock a taste of his own medicine, but Laggy Rock slows down and breaks away from the turn before Kiki can stop him. Laggy Rock snags second place. I love that maneuver by Laggy Rock. He knew Kiki was going to slam over to the side, so he just moves over to the right. So there is nothing for Kiki to slam into besides that wall. Kilabaris holding steadfast to first place. No big surprise there. Kiki trying to find it. Gonna play nice with Laggy Rock. Recognizes no potential there on that one to cut him off. Skandar still holding strong to fourth place. Shout out to Skandar. Kiki, there it is. He just keeps looking for places where he can cut off other drivers, specifically Laggy Rock, and indeed he does sooner or later as Laggy Rock takes the line at a more conventional route. Will Laggy Rock be able to give Kiki the reverse no card? Kilabaris actually wrecks. At some part in the track, it is official. We have caught on camera Kilabaris wrecking his car at any point. It's almost like I'm playing Phantasmophobia, and I've found the ghost who has been haunting the house. I got him on camera wrecking his car, and it's gonna be Kiki out in first. Laggy Rock gets completely wrecked by Kilabaris in the process, and he falls back 40 meters or so. I definitely want to tune into the midfield chaos, but is Kilabaris hunting down Kiki for the time being? Okay, it's chilling out for the time being. Let's see midfield. Bloberov 4th place, Anakin 5th. These two drivers have been doing exceptionally well and surprising me. And then, why even say it at all? You know, why just ignore them entirely and just don't say anything at all. Hope that we got Makakowski approaching Bloberov here for 4th place. And Makakowski is going to be the one to wreck there. Anakin with the pass into the overtake on top. Nicely done as he moves into 6th place. Top looking for a way to weasel himself in. And indeed he does. Fighting it out with Anakin. Anakin slows down. Unfortunately tapping the wall on the turn. Otherwise that could have been a clean overtake, I feel like. Look at the speed of Makakowski here though. Finds Anakin. Can he find more? Anakin wrecks. Not going to have the speed to find the overtake there. He tries it anyway. Loses some more speed for his efforts. 5th, 6th. Poker's top. Top on the inside. Well done by Top. But you know what? We got to flip forward here because we've got Kilobaris versus Kiki continuing to boil onwards. 3 meters behind is Kilobaris behind Kiki. As they start lap 9. Makakowski caught up midfield. You can see, oh my god! Whoa, out of nowhere. I was looking at the live points totals. I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, Kiki is about to get slam jammed on. And Kilobaris wrecks! He doesn't completely wreck out, but he loses speed. What is going on here? Toy World 2. Oh my god, Kilobaris tries it. Not going to pay off. Kiki should be able to lock this down. That was one of those times you wish you had the instant replay. It looked like Kilobaris just lost some stability and Kiki immediately capitalized on it. Boom, boom. Lagirock in 3rd. Bloberov in 4th, holding on to it. Makakowski finds 2 positions to move up into 5th. Pokers with a strong 6th. Top in 7th. Ash in 8th. Anakin 9th. Ertzu 10th. Maddie, unfortunately, and V. V is someone we have not talked about in a while. V was performing at the top of his class there for a bit, but has fallen back in the meantime just a bit. Toys in the Hood 2. One of those tricky tracks. Finally some spots to seriously throw off these drivers. We already saw Kilobaris wrecking on Toy World 2, so Toys in the Hood 2. We're not going to be asking the question of if Kilobaris can make a mistake. We've already seen that he can. And everyone's going to be susceptible to this bridge area to finish off the track on Toys in the Hood 2. Everybody. There's so many different iterations. So many different routes that you can take to handle the bridge. Some of them going for nothing but speed. Some of them trying to balance speed and consistency. Some going fully for the consistency route. Just slamming their car on the side of the wall before they even go for the incline. A lot of different options here. And that's not the only. The bridge isn't the only scary spot. There's a lot of transitions between textures and tight corridors like we see right now. Mickey getting crowd surfed over the field. Skandar with a dive bomb into 2nd. Kiki out in 1st. And there is one of our texture transitions into the grass. Skandar sliding through it. Not wrecking, but losing enough speed for V to overtake. Through that area as well with the skateboard. Can catch people off guard for sure as well. But here is the pièce de résistance. Kiki takes it perfectly. Makakowski not so well, but it is decent enough to recover. At the loss of Lagirock and Kilobaris, immediately overtaking Kilobaris. Kilobaris takes it back. Moves into 3rd place. And now, oh my goodness, Makakowski wrecking out. Trying desperately to duke it out with Kilabaris, but he ended up to just be shadowboxing with himself. So Kilabaris slows it down and take that deep on the inside. The jump. Oh, it looked a little risky for Kila. Beautiful execution all the same. Lap 3 of 10. Welcome in Famous saying salty corn. Yo, shout out to you with that salty corn on with your bad self. As we start, we're about halfway through lap 3. I mean, you can already see huge divisions between these drivers. Bobrov out in 5th. Makikoski all the way down in 6th. Maddie in 10th. Oh my goodness, we tuned in just in time to see Kiki with not the best execution on the bridge jump. And I think this is going to be the part in our track where we have to tune into the top players. Kiki almost sliding off during the bridge, or the door jump rather. Jumping through the gazebo. Holding on to about 5 meters over Kilabaris. Laggy Rock is still in the mix as well. What? Oh my goodness, I went to read chat and all of a sudden Kiki is in 3rd. The bridge jump, not the best place to read the chat, I do suppose, as Kiki falls down 20 meters behind. Alright, let's lock back in here. We're only halfway through with Toys in the Hood 2. We got Kilabaris and Laggy Rock going into the bridge jump. Very clean. Kiki's going to be equally clean. Kilabaris very close to Laggy Rock. Laggy Rock stepping up big here. Start to challenge Kilabaris. Takes it around the outside. I really want to check out the chaos I know is going down midfield, but we just can't look away as they approach the bridge. We'll see if our top 3 can handle it, and then we'll watch the chaos. Oh my goodness, Kilabaris, he does land it, but not in a steady, stable way. Kiki is going to be trying to mop up a little bit of that as well. Ashen nailing the jump. Loborov left in the water. Top pass him up. Maddie goes into the water, but he has good execution. Eritsu flipping around. And you can see once we get further backfield, there's some. We're going to have to be sure to flip through to see the bridge jumps or further backfield next time they go for it. In fact, with the way this is spread out right now, I'm pretty sure we can just have bridge watch 24/7 here. Laggy Rock and Kilabaris, they nail it. Kiki going in there. He lost a little bit of speed. He's pretty far back. He must have wrecked somewhere. V's trying to get in there. Makikoski going for the jump. Makikoski can't do it stably. Now Top is taking the jump. He's going to wreck out. Ashen, not with the cleanest. Bloverov looking clean as hell. Maddie going way too fast in the entry. Wrecks Mickey as well. They go in together. Pokers. Skandar looking clean as well. Anakin takes a jump. Not going to be the cleanest. Rod got to wait a bit. And now we're back at the bridge. Welcome back. Laggy Rock, Kilabaris. They're going to go ahead and take it. Laggy Rock slows down big time, but it doesn't really open up the window for Kilabaris quite yet. Kiki looking good. V. It's tough with that Humma. Makikoski just slams it to the side, taking it safe, I suppose, but just kind of overshooting it. It's tough to see before it happens. Blobrov, nice overtake there on Ashen. Pokers, 9th. Oh, Maddie with the overtake. Skandar in the mix. Mickey on the other side. Eritsu, Anakin looking good. And Rod almost wrecking people. We're right back to the bridge. Boom! Laggy Rock nails it. Kilabaris nails it. Kiki off to the side. Able to recover though. V now going to be approaching alongside Makikoski. Boom! Goes over to the right. Nails it. Makikoski too far. Nice recovery. Top. Full speed ahead. Not really getting the quite the right execution. Ashen over, even more awkward, over to the right side. Bloberov flips his car. Everyone, you can see everyone further back, they are just going top speed through this. I don't feel like our front drivers are actually just full speed sending it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but look, we see Lagerrock in first. Look, and he does actually full speed send it, but he gets kind of not the best execution. Kiki doesn't either. Oh, well, they're done. They're done. It's going to be Lagerrock going to be now, and I got lost in the bridge zone. I got lost way too hard in the bridge zone, and Kiki does as well. Makakowski with the overtake. Top. Looking good. Ashen, Bloberov. Poker's reversing it through. Maddie caught up down in there. Skandar versus Mickey. Oh, Mickey with the overtake there. Skandar gets caught up. Airtsu flipping his car again. The poor Cougar just can't make it happen. Anakin with the overtake, sending Airtsu into the dust. Oh my god. And that is going to finish off that absolute circus of a race. Lagerrock, Kilabaris, Kiki, you know them, you love them. They're in the top 3. Makakowski and V, the return of V, back into this lobby here with the 5th place finish. Top with the strong 6, Ashton with the strong 7th. We got Bloberov, Pokers, and Maddie to finish up the final 3 into double digits territory. I do agree. Yeah, we definitely want to avoid chatting when possible. I understand it happens, but Toytanic has water. Indeed, indeed. Answer says, I need the Cougar tutorial from Sting to do the bridge. Yes, you do. You needed, Airtune, no offense to you, buddy, but you needed some kind of tutorial. I don't know if it was Sting's Cougar tutorial. You needed anybody's Cougar tutorial to get you through that bridge. Again, no offense intended, Airtsu, at all. Okay, we've got the first of our 2 Toytanics. Airtsu's rocking the Cougar. This is a top speed track here, so Cougar or Panga could both work. But the thing is, we need to chill out in the chat. Oh my god. Chat is going hard. At least I have Cougar unlocked, bro. Come on, bro. That's... God, dude. God. Coming at me. Coming at me like that. That's crazy. Look at the chat in the meantime. I you know what? If they want to chat like this, they can chat amongst themselves. I don't want to see all that. I honestly don't want to see all that. We can go ahead and look at our total standings here for the moment. You see Kilabaris has been tearing it up. Kiki in second with 2 second places, 45 points total. Sting with 2 third places, tied with Lampert there. Lampert with a strong 3rd place last week. Loved it. We've still got the chat absolutely going crazy right now. You can see the stakes are high here. Players are getting a little bit stressed out. Just look at the all sessions points. Look at how close everybody is in the points. I mean, lots of ties on the points. 23, 23, 22, 22. It sounds like I'm singing a 21 Savage song. There's 35, 35, 31, 30. That's another one of his songs. Anakin is just chilling, but look, Anakin is absolutely tearing it up in this race. That's what I've been saying, is I've been very impressed by some of maybe newcomer drivers, not necessarily newcomers, but just newcomers to the competitive scene. People who, when I'm casting the matches, I don't see them very often. And it's been really exciting to see here in the best 10 laps, which is one of the most straightforward competitive sessions that we've had at the start of the year tournament. Players like Anakin are turning it up. We also had one other that really stuck out to me, who is doing really well. Skandar, as well, has been doing quite well for himself in this, just straightforward front to back competitive race. Ratty Rat says Kilobaris is a machine. Yeah. Kilobaris is looking poised to win this session. That will be his 4th session win in a row out of 4 sessions. It's possible. It's absolutely still possible that Kiki or Laggy Rock or even Makakowski could still win this, but they are going to have to heat it up a little bit more. I think it's been Kilobaris getting a little bit too many first places for them to feel too comfortable with that. Skandar, this is his first race in there, so he's actually not on the list yet, I believe. Look at the start for Rod. A little bit of a lag boost. We'll let it be. Ertzu with the Cougar, trying to prove us all wrong. All the Cougar haters of the world, he said, you know what? This is the Cougar track that you've all been waiting for. And he deserves this spotlight as Top is trying to rain on his parade. And in fact, every single Toyaka in the lobby is going to rain on his parade. They're going to send him all the way off to the boiler on the side. They say, go ahead and play with that. We need some repairs on this boat, okay? You're driving the Cougar. Go ahead, get to the repairs, start fixing this ship. Kiki, on the inside, overtakes 2. Good night. All the way out in first. Look at the wall ride there. Taking it a little bit. I've actually never seen that wall ride, to my knowledge. At least I've never paid conscious attention to it. But I was like, oh my god, they're going to wreck. They do dodge that chair. Kiki, Makakowski, Laggy Rock. Where's Keela? Keela is in 8th place. Top on the inside turn. Top has got something to prove. Top getting embroiled in controversy. Just kidding. It's not that serious, but there was definitely some chatter going on as Makakowski wrecks, but unfortunately he wrecked into Makakowski a little bit there, and he falls back, but he's still right there in the contention for the top. Wall riding on the side. Makakowski slows him down a little bit. Gives him a little tap there. Imagine if he just stopped. Because there's no room for Top to move over to the left. There's a chair right there. Look at... Dude, chill. Oh my god, bro. Relax. Oh. Oh, Top with the double overtake on the inside. Good night, Makakowski and Laggy Rock. Hold on. Makakowski trying to take it on the inside. He will. They're going to all overtake it back. He is wedged in between some top drivers right now. Poker's trying to get in the mix. Oh, and there's Top getting wrecked out. And Pokers goes in, gives him a drive-by slam just for a good time there. Kilobaris in 6th, Skandar in 7th, doing well for himself. Ertzu with the Cougar trying to nose his way back in. But you know what? I think we've got to take a look here at Kilobaris. Actually, let's wait for the captain's quarters here. Makakowski and Laggy Rock. On the turn, you can see Laggy Rock goes for the bump. Makakowski just goes on the inside. It's about the same. Drop down turn. And then we will go look at Kilobaris and how much work he has left to do. He's out here in 6th place. Thought about just banging Top and taking the overtake there, but it's not going to happen. Banging Top. I said that. You caught me. Alright, we're halfway through. Lap 5 of 10. Makakowski, Laggy Rock. Kiki, 25 meters in the lead. It's just been chilling for the moment. Okay, he's not that far ahead. But again, this should be straightforward enough for Kiki. Got some wall bangs, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but nothing major. Pelker's doing well for himself. Kilobaris is trying to solidify that 5th place. Wow, Top wrecking out on the inside. Just not having that consistency, although he is proving himself to be a very strong driver. But Keylor holds out. He's got a lot of work left to do, though. I mean, look at how much distance he has to cover. Sure, he's only like a couple players back, but he's got a lot. He's got about 100 meters of distance to cover if he wants to catch Kiki. So we've been covering Laggy Rock versus Makikoski. We're going to continue to do so as Makikoski overtakes on the inside. But with that overtake happening, we should be at a kind of chill top speed moment here for a bit. So we'll go ahead and check out the chaos. Makikoski wrecks there as well. So shocking. So shocking. It just goes to show, I mean, even the veterans here are feeling the pressure for sure. You got V trying to make it work on the Hummer, but here the Hummer on Toytanic not gonna be the most prime setup. Anakin, Mickey, Rod. There's not really much chaos going on. It's just a straightforward race. So let's stay locked in here. We got Pokers occupying a podium spot. Well done by Pokers. What is with the curses today? Can I say one position for an underdog without completely ruining their entire race? Please. Can I say just one position for an underdog? And Pokers goes back to 5th place there. The instant that I say it. Look at Kiki. Good. But Kiki's not really an underdog here. All the underdogs, I'm completely just ruining their races. We'll watch Kiki for a bit. He's 50 meters in the lead. He's bouncing through. Not really making any mistakes. Just perfect driving. I don't think there's any way he'll ever make a mistake from this position. It's pretty much impossible. Folks, I've done all I can to the man. I've cursed him in every way that I can. But you still have Pokers fighting it out. Makikoski and Keylor as Keylor does move on over into 3rd place. Let's go ahead and check a little bit backfield. We do actually have a little bit of action heating up here. Mickey, Maddie, V, as well as Skandar. He passes. Whoa! Maddie with the reg. V is going to take that position. Mickey will as well. Say thank you very much. We got to flip forward, y'all. Keylor wrecking. Now he's back in 5th. Pokers overtakes him. Not quite the podium that he originally had, but hey, I think everyone on the field will take it. Keylor enemy number 1. He's won every single race so far in SOTY 2025. This is finally a chance, finally an opportunity to take him down. But the other drivers have got to get more points than him. This 5th place will be a good start. If he locks it in, he could still get 3rd quite easily from this position. Not quite easily because we are on lap 10. There's Kiki. There's Makikoski. There's Laggy Rock as well out in 2nd. Pokers in 4th. Keylor 5th. Ashen in 6th. Well done by Ashen. Top in 7th. Ertzu barely over Bloberov with that Cougar. Skandar out in 10th. V in 11th with the Hummer doing what he can. And so on and so forth. Rod finishing up his race. What's the standings for the best 10 lap session? I don't have like live updated standings. I can tell you top 3 is absolutely, top 4 is absolutely Keylor, Laggy Rock, Makikoski, and Kiki. I can't tell you, I would say Kiki is probably 2nd. As far as 3rd, 4th, I'm not sure. Probably either Laggy Rock or Makikoski. I'm so sorry, Top. That was a bona fide caster curse. Museum 1. Museum 1, the least favorite track of NY54 guy. Notably, the least favorite track. Potentially my favorite track. So we kind of balance each other out. Favorite as far as stocks go. I don't know. Maybe Toys in the Hood 2 would be my favorite. The Ghost Towns are brilliant as well. Maybe Ghost Town 1 reverse. Just because everyone hates it so much. Ghost Town 1 reverse mirrored. That is my favorite stock track. We go to Museum 1. Skandar and Mickey with the podium. Let's see who should let's watch. I mean, why not? Let's see Kilobaris here. He's been the leader. He's gotten a lot of spotlight, but he deserves it because he showed up to play. Immediately getting a big pass on the inside first turn, cutting off players, as you can see, sliding himself right in between them and forcing them to boost him forward. He's going to be immediately into fourth place, rocketing forward from his position, finding third, finding almost second. Ashton still hot in the mix here. Goes for the wall bangs, catches Laggyrock off guard with a slam into the wall. He does occupy. Hey, he can say that he had first for a bit, which is honestly not easy with this cutthroat lobby. And Ashton Forrest still holds on to second. Bloberov in third. Our podium is Kilobaris, Ashton, Bloberov for the time being. But we've got our Sharks nearby. Laggyrock. We've got Mickey here doing very well as well. Laggyrock overtakes one. They try to overtake another sooner than later, I'm sure. Oh, there it is. With the overtake. How many years has it been since I've played the game? It's been a few months, probably. Oh my god, there it is. That's the reason why we all love Museum 1. The oncoming traffic absolutely obliterating Laggyrock, but also Laggyrock taking out a number of people at the same time. And we're back to our original podium. Kilobaris, Bloberov, Ashton Forrest, and Makikoski. Wallbang. Trying to overtake Ashton. Ashton's on the inside for now. Makikoski really presses the issue. I mean, he kind of just takes out Ashton Forrest assassin style. Just complete assassin style. Oh, man. That was rude AF. Look at Bloberov trying to get around. Laggyrock. Trapped. Ashton, like we said, completely obliterated. And we're less than halfway through this track. And already, so much chaos. Bloberov is out here in second, sandwiched between Kilobaris and Laggyrock. There's definitely going to be oncoming traffic, but the question is, can these front place drivers potentially avoid some of the traffic? We're about to find out. Oh, tries to get by. Runs straight into a few of them. Laggyrock gets caught up a bit as well, but Bloberov taking the brunt of that. Kiki in the mix. We'll see what he can do.
Go for the burn. Go for the burn.
We chill for the time being, but it's about to hype up. It is kind of, you know, not too much going on in the first stages of the lap where they just do the wall rides, but here we are. Kiki avoiding lap traffic, well done. The arcade style of the game definitely getting shown off here, as I think Ashton gets clobbered again. Bloberov falling back to fourth.
Go for the burn. Go for the burn.
Everybody just in a row here, not too much going on. And we'll take it as a chance to tune into Keila Barris for a second. He's been doing exceptionally well for himself in this race. And it looks like, oh, you gotta watch out for the dinosaur. Those exhibits, there, you break them, you buy them. So you want to avoid colliding with or otherwise obstructing the exhibits. I hear that dinosaur bones are pretty expensive as of late. But Keila Barris still holds on, 25 meters out in the lead. Laggy Rock in second, Makakowski in third, Kiki in fourth. We are being chilling for the time being. Focus on the inside, overtaking Ashton. Ashton now on the inside, slams by, cuts off Pokers. Nice little exchange there. Pokers eventually winning the exchange on the inside at the drop down. Will Ashton, no, Ashton's right there behind him. Will there be any oncoming traffic issues? He tries to veer off over to the side. Players are kind of not sure. Like, you kind of just have to roll the dice, inside or outside. I wonder if driving in the middle could be effective with how tightly players are grappling the inside and outside. Pokers moves into sixth. Laggy Rock, decently close to Keila Barris. Okay, Keila Barris avoiding the oncoming traffic, and Laggy Rock will as well. Makakowski not quite as lucky, not quite as fortunate. Pokers and B, 6-7. Oh, there it is. With the repo, blocking off a bit. Wow. Oh, Maddie falls out. Alright, thank you, Nick. Oh my goodness. We had a pass right here at the drop down. Makakowski overtaking Laggy Rock on lap 9. Will they be able to hold on to it though? Hey, much love, Santi. Cheers, buddy. Lap 10 of 10. Keila Barris with a staggering 70-meter lead. Makakowski and Laggy Rock second, third. Some other fights going on at the same time. I believe Bloberov and Pokers are fighting it out. We'll see this drop down and we'll tune in really quick into them. No, nothing too crazy going on. Lap traffic is avoided. Oncoming traffic is avoided. Wow. They're so far ahead at this point, they just avoid everything.
Go for the burn. Go for
Keila Barris will be finishing up in first place any moment now. Laggy Rock not trying. Oh my god! Oh, he did it. He did it. He actually did it. He actually found second right there. Makakowski flipping his car over. I thought that he would be able to get across the finish line, but it doesn't happen. Pokers falls back one. Bloberov with the overtake. Oh my god, they're at the very end after Makakowski putting in all that effort. Where is Kiki? Where was Kiki? Did Kiki DC? Maddie driving in reverse, gets over, knocks out Ashen. Oh man. Wow, okay, we finish off the race. Oh, Kiki was in fourth. My bad, my bad. Yeah, Kiki, she's kind of chilling out in fourth, kind of on an island there, about 10 seconds ahead, 10 seconds behind. Skandar finishing out in seventh, Poker sixth, Blubberoff fifth. Some good positions there for them. Oh man, Kiki said 16th lap 4. He is 16th place lap 4. Okay, I've actually got some updated standings. Huge shout out to Nick. We got the standings not including Museum 1, but they are just the standings before Museum 1. I was wrong. I was actually wrong, y'all. I was completely incorrect. Kila is not, he is not broken away from the pack. In fact, he is not even in first. He might be in first after that one, but it's actually Kiki who is ahead by 7 points going into Museum 1. Now, once Kila finished in first and Kiki finished in fourth on Museum 1, Kila might have just taken the lead, but they are neck and neck, Kiki and Kila. About 20 points between them is Laggy Rock with 152, Makakowski with 142, Pokers with 92, doing quite well for himself. Maddie with 89, Ashen in top, tied with 84, Blob with 82, and V with 79. Now we are at the Fresh Food Vault. V starting off in first, Kiki right there behind him. Oh my god, the wreck, but he recovers with some crazy acrobatics, doesn't take the cut. Poker's gonna try to drop it in, but he flips his car there on the drop down. Kilobaris and Kiki continuing to juke it out. Goes on the outside through there and slams Kiki away, but Kiki is right back into the action. And it's still V holding on to first. Oh my goodness. Look at V tearing through here on the Hummer. Thought about taking the cut, maybe. Just set himself up well for it. For the upstairs portion. Heads through the twists and the turns. Into the cut. Into another cut. If he takes it. Inside? No, he goes outside. Kilobaris going to go inside. And look at the speed Kilobaris takes. It's only a matter of time here before Kilobaris dethrones V and grabs first. There's Kilobaris right there as well, though. Ashen in fourth. I wish I could tune into Ashen for a bit, but as you can see, this game is coming to a head here. Kilobaris finds first. Kiki takes it. Kilobaris takes it, and V overtakes Kiki. Kiki goes on the outside. Outside again, trying to avoid. Kilobaris, Kiki, 1-2. It doesn't matter how many points you win by or how many points you lose by. It's just if you win or lose as far as those total standings go. This is a huge moment for them. Kiki finds the overtake. They split their paths. One going for the drop down shortcut, one not. It should be on the inside now at this point, but Kilobaris takes it on the outside. Lap 5 of 10 about to be kicked off. This is such a, I've said it before, I'll say it again, a huge moment for both of these drivers. Neck and neck. And remember, getting first is 3 points over getting second. 20 points for first, 17 for second, 15 for third. So 5-point differential between first and third. So it's so important that these players lock in their firsts. V is continuing to stay very competitive here in third. Laggy Rock in fourth, Makakowski in fifth, Ashen holding strong to sixth, being fought by Blubberov, but you already know who we've got to keep it locked into as Kilobaris takes the drop down cut. Inside. And inside. Kilobaris taking it inside as well. Looking good. Strong lead for Kiki. These drivers should be very experienced on this track. Very, very experienced. But it's still an extremely complex and challenging track. Can Kilobaris make it based on pace alone if Kiki starts driving safe? I don't know. Kilobaris exiting the cut pretty widely there. And while we have a breather, I am going to check out a couple of our other positions. Sorry about that. Let's get back into it. But look, everybody, it's very shaken out. Makakowski does manage to overtake V, but everything is like, there's nothing really happening. Everybody just in a row waiting for another player to make a mistake. And we're right here back at the start with Kiki and Kilobaris. Lap 8 of 10, halfway through lap 8. This has been a 2-hour cast for me, and we still have a couple tracks left to play out. Wow, time flies. But let's stay locked in here, y'all. We've got 2 laps left of Kilobaris versus Kiki. Kiki with the lead overall. I got sent an infographic from Nick that might show something different after Museum 1. In fact, I'm going to check it. They are tied. They are tied after Museum 1. They are tied 192 to 192. Kilobaris and Kiki. As they start off lap 10, it's going to be Kiki with a 3-point advantage here. Unless he wrecks. Seemed like he gave Kilobaris a little bit of ground, but nothing too major. Able to recover 50-meter advantage still. And this should be simple as pie. Not 3.14, but the kind that you eat. And he finishes it off. Simple as that. Kilobaris in second place. I did my best. I do what I can. Backfield a little bit. We do have some action. Mickey, Maddie, top for that 10th place. Top finds 11th. Can he find Mickey? Oh, goes on the inside. Oh my goodness, manages to dodge Maddie. The turn from Mickey here. Does he take it? No, doesn't take the cut. No, Maddie's going to take the cut. He steals it from top. Maddie locks down 11th place. Top in 12th. Oh, man. It's true, NY54 guy. It's currently 5 p.m. for me. We started at 3. It has been 2 hours here for this best 10 lap session with the qualifier. So we got 2 tracks left. We've got Kiki 3 points in the lead over Kilobaris. Trying desperately. Let's look at it again. If you're just now tuning in, look. Kilobaris 20, 20, 20 across the board. 3 first place. Kiki has gotten second twice and gotten, I believe, 4th once. And we've asked the question, can anybody contest Kilobaris? Or is Kilobaris just going to get a clean sweep of first all the way through? Kiki, this is his moment. As we look at where the starting positions are, we've got Kilobaris with the pole on the inside. We've got Kiki in the back on the opposite end. Literally the best possible starting spot for Kilobaris and the worst possible starting spot for Kiki. Kiki even behind that Panga. He will be able to get around him. Oh my god, what a moment here. It's almost like it's scripted. Kiki is just flying through everybody here. Anakin throwing out some honks. We got Laggy Rock and Kilobaris neck and neck. Oh, actually Kilobaris is going to be the one with some instability there. I assumed it would be Laggy Rock because Kilobaris has been looking bulletproof, but no more. Oh my god, the gallows on the inside. Kilobaris takes it back into first place. Look at top and Skandar in the mix. Don't look at top. Don't look at anybody, as there is absolute chaos going out. Laggy Rock, Kiki, Skandar is going to be our top 3. Makakowski, an explosive entry into the podium area, with Kilabaris all the way back in 6th. And Kiki, Kiki's moved into 2nd. I guess Kilabaris must have wrecked there. Chaos unfolding in front of our eyes as Kilabaris, is he run out of steam here? Is it possible that he's run out of steam, getting the absolute best possible starting spot, but then it appears he wasn't able to hold on to it, whether he got wrecked by somebody else or he wrecked on his own accord, it's unclear. Kilabaris is still in 4th place. He's got Kiki in his vision. Only about 20 meters ahead is Kiki, but it's not done yet. Skandar getting wrapped up on the inside area. Kilabaris almost gets trapped by him, but he is able to overtake. Lagirock and Kiki fighting it out. This could buy Kilabaris some much needed time. I wondered if Kilabaris could have ran out of steam, but obviously that is not the case. Kiki goes for a strange route, riding around the outside, almost wrecking still. Kind of a safe route idea there. Instead of just taking it left, I don't know if he wanted to avoid Lagirock, any potential interaction with him or what. But we are at lap 4 out of 10. Absolute chaos unfolding on Ghost Town 2. Right here at the wire, Kiki is up by 3 points. Can he extend the lead, or is Kilabaris going to be hopping back into it? Oh, the oncoming traffic from Kiki, and now Kilabaris is right there on him, and Lagirock is threatening to break away. Neither player giving an inch for the time being. If we finish like this, Kiki would be up an additional 2 points. Kilabaris looking much shakier than he did earlier on in the pipeline, of all places. Coming out, I don't know if that might have just been a bug, honestly, because I mean it's just a wall ride scenario. Oh my God! Look at Makakowski. Was that Makakowski? Who was that? I don't know who that was, but oh my God! Now we've got Kilabaris behind Makakowski, out in 4th place. Oh my God! Oh my God! Kiki going for even more. He could absolutely shut down the potential comeback for Kilabaris entirely if he come in first here, and he is going to go on to end inside at the gallows, shutting out Lagirock, setting up the turn perfectly for the jump. Well done by Kiki. Makakowski holds on to 3rd place over Kilabaris, and this is a nightmare for Kilabaris. Don't get me wrong, you can't be too upset about it. You can drop your lowest 2 races, so he's got 2 sub 1st places that he can drop. So Kilabaris, don't get me wrong, he's not like upset about this or anything. But at the same time, Kilabaris is an extremely competitive person. I know he would have loved to get a full clean sweep across all of SOTY 2025 as Lagirock wrecks. He gives positions over. Kilabaris overtakes Makakowski as well. We are right back into a 3-point gain for Kiki, which would bring us up to 6 points total in favor of Kiki, which is still comebackable on Toy Titanic 2 for Kilabaris. I need a moment to breathe. Lap 8 of 10 here. There is some absolute chaos happening backfield as well. They start lap 9. Still trying to pressure Kilabaris is Makakowski and Lagirock, but Kila breaking away. Oh my God, getting tangled up in each other is Kilabaris and Makakowski. Lagirock with the overtake into 2nd place, putting even more gap between Kiki and Kila. This would put Kiki, I believe, 8 points ahead of Kilabaris if they finished like this. Kilabaris has not been finding the stability. Especially, you can see the turns, the jump turns, just not looking as clean. He almost wrecked there on lap 9. He wrecked out on an earlier lap as well. And he wrecks on the jump. He falls back behind Makakowski, bleeding out more points. I think he's down to 12 points behind Kiki at this point. And I think Kiki has done it. I don't think that there's any way that Kilabaris can bounce back from this position, going down 9 points on this track, as well as an additional 3 from Supermarket 2, or Supermarket 1, rather. And that will finish him out. Let's see if there's any craziness here. We got Airtsu in 7th place with the ping. A shout out to Airtsu, making it happen. Nothing else really being contested here. Top finishing out in 11th. Oh my God, Blobarov trying to pressure for 9th. Not going to happen. Oh my goodness. I need me some water. And you know what? Kilabaris might need some as well, because Kilabaris is in hot water here. 12 points behind Kiki. That would mean Kilabaris needs to get 20 points, and Kiki needs to get something like 7 on this track. In order to get 7 points, Kilabaris would have to finish out quite low. He would have to finish in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He would have to finish in 10th place. I don't think Kilabaris has had a single double digit this entire time. But Kiki would need the double digit. Kilabaris would have to finish first, and Kiki in about 10th. So I think Kiki has locked it in. But regardless, we're going to see the very start of this lap because it's very important. But then we're going to check at some of the other close races, see if we can't capture a little bit more here. There's Kiki and Kilabaris in the mix, sliding through absolute chaos. Kilabaris gets the short end of the stick. He's wedged behind all the drivers, and he comes out in 11th place. Oh my god, absolute disaster here for Kilabaris. Oh my god. And it is going to be Ashton Forrest currently leading the race, and Kiki in second. I think Kiki's done it, folks. But you know what? Kiki versus Keela is not the only important race here, as Ashton does wreck out. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick peek at the overall standings after Museum 1 and see if I can't find another close race for y'all. Let's see. We've got, I believe, Pokers, Maddie, and Bloberov, as well as Ashen, are all within 10 points of each other. Again, that is Pokers, Maddie, Bloberov, and Ashen. And once we go back to the race, we'll see how they're doing. Pokers, Bloberov. Let's find them. There's Ashen back there in 10th. There's Pokers in 7th. Maddie in 6th. Bloberov all the way up in 2nd. Okay, look at the standings here. 1 to 2 meters between so many drivers, but Kiki with the breakaway. Can Bloberov continue battering back the horde of drivers? I have a feeling he won't be able to hold back Laggy Rock for much longer, but he definitely still has a chance to hold back the others. Rod wrecks out. We got Skandar. We got Makakowski, Ashen as well. And this could be potentially huge for Bloberov. This would bounce him up a number of positions. But he's got so much of this race left to hold out. Kilabaris is still back in 7th place. They need a Freaky Friday scenario right now. A Freaky Saturday scenario. A Freaky Sunday for some of y'all out in CET time. Laggy Rock passes. Bloberov just lets Makakowski pass. I love this decision by Bloberov. He is able to overtake him on the inside, but he just lets him pass once again because the truth is, Makakowski and Laggy Rock have had godlike pace, as well as Kiki and Kilabaris. So Bloberov just says, you know what, go ahead and pass. I don't want to get caught up in your shenanigans and your bullshit. He'll go ahead and let Kilabaris pass as well, I'm sure, and just hold the lead over Rod, over Maddie, over Ashen, over Pokers, over Skandar, over V, over Air2. Hold it over all of them without getting caught too much up in the drama and the politics of this upper racing. We'll see. I mean, extra points would be great for Bloberov, as he does snap some up, as Laggy Rock has a massive wreck that puts him back in 8th. And he does try to keep it smooth. He's able to recover. Okay, Bloberov going to be chilling in 4th place for the time being. We are halfway through this track, just about. Kiki, strong lead. We continue to stay locked in on this midfield battle. We see Maddie and Ashen duking it out. Laggy Rock trying to get in there as well. Rod trying to hold on to that position that he had. Laggy Rock falling apart here. I don't know how secure Laggy Rock's position is, but this could be Makikoski with the overtake. And in fact, let's check out the points again really quick. We've got Makikoski with 157, Laggy Rock with 169. So if Laggy Rock isn't able to get a couple positions, his head could definitely be on the chopping block. With Makikoski out there, Makikoski is pretty much guaranteed to be locking in 17 points on this race. Right now with 7th place, that's like, 8, maybe 9 points for Laggy Rock. This could be a huge swing for Makikoski, and it could lock him down a nice, I believe, 3rd place in this race overall. But regardless, we continue to have 4th, 5th, 6th, Bloberov, Ashen, Maddie. Kilabaris locked in at 3rd. Not able to find too much yet. And honestly, Kilabaris passing Makikoski would be a big dampener on Makikoski's parade here. Oh my god, was that a double wreck? What happened there? Oh my god, Pokers and Rod in the head-to-head as well. Kind of a random wreck there out of Ashen. He's going to try to recover here. Bloberov holding on to 4th. Pokers smashing down Rod to take 8th from him. The wrecks come out. Ashen and Maddie. Ashen turned around, driving in reverse here. Nice turnaround by Ashen. Yo, bailing himself out quite elegantly. Bloberov still with the nose over Laggy Rock for the time being. Can he make it the full distance? He's only got about 2.5 laps left to do it with. Yeah, so it's definitely still doable. Kiki, it's pretty much official. Kiki has officially locked in the 1st place finish. He has dethroned Kilabaris as far as the clean sweep goes. Don't get me wrong, Kilabaris will still be in a very advantageous 1st place. Laggy Rock trying to get the overtake. Bloberov slows it down, blocks him out. On the turn, drop down. Bloberov doesn't go for the wall bang. Lets Laggy Rock by him. And again, I can't blame him too much. You can be really greedy with this, or you can just let Laggy Rock by. He's already made a number of mistakes. He's already obviously in his head a bit. You just let him by, let him wreck on his own instead of, taking a 1v1 head-to-head with him and maybe wrecking out. I like the decision by Bloberov again. In the meantime, Ashen and Maddie headbutting it is 6th, 7th. And when we start the final lap, Kiki, Makikoski, Kilabaris, Maddie wrecking out. Ashen finally getting the clean distance on him. Bloberov keeping it close enough to Laggy Rock. Laggy Rock still with about 20 meters. And you know what? There's someone else that I want to put a spotlight on. He's not doing the best right now, but Skandar here, duking it out with Mickey. He's done such a good job overall. Mickey has found some moments as well. We'll see if Skandar can't make anything happen. We'll flip back to that, but we do see the drivers finishing it up. It looks like Bloberov is not going to be able to take over Laggy Rock, but he'll still get a very clean 5th place finish. Ashen, Maddie, Pokers getting very close to Maddie. Not going to happen, but let's tune into Skandar here. Skandar trying to overtake Mickey. Final turns. We got V as well in the Hummer. Got the diagonal jump. He will nail that. Skandar on the inside. Not going to be able to take it. Nice attempt. 13th finish for Skandar. Poor Ertzu pulling up in the back. And that is going to be GG's. GG's indeed. It was a full 2 hours of racing for these drivers. It was a pleasure to watch. It is going to be Kiki locking in the 1st place in the session. Now hold on. Don't release the channel points yet. Because I need to get the final confirmation from Nick that is indeed the case. And again, as it always is, if let's say Kiki wins and no one put any points on him, then we just release all the points back. But that being said, if I look at the channel points, I just messed it up a bit. Kiki, they did have points. There were points tossed on Kiki. Lots of points tossed on Kilabaris. Those will likely not be finding it. Okay, so we're gonna get those updated points here eventually. Oh, I missed the before final race ones. Blobrov was 3 points behind Maddie. I think Maddie finished too high to be able to get scraped by Blobrov there at the tail end. No. They aren't sorted. They aren't sorted. Okay, Blobrov was in the lead over Maddie. Blobrov will be able to lock that in. Blobrov was 3 points behind Ashen Forest. He might have been able to take Ashen as well. Although I think he was only 2 points ahead of Ashen on that race. So I don't think he was quite able to do it. We got Top, I believe, with 109. Let me make sure. No, that was V. That was V with 109. V not able to pass Blobrov. I think Blobrov will pass or will solidify that lead over V as well. But we'll just have to wait for these standings. Actually, no, I think that was Top. I think that, I'm sorry. Wait, I can't. It's hard to see. They're not sorted and they don't have lines on them. So I'm having trouble seeing with my boomer eyes currently. But we'll get those points updated for y'all. Welcome into chatters. Much love, Rainbow Shadows. Good to have you in here. Glad you enjoyed the action. We got Skandar in here as well. Much love to Skandar. You really tore it up there, especially as someone who I haven't seen in a ton of competitive events. Thanks for showing up. Hope to see you in future events. We got Makakowski in the chat as well as Pokers and Top. Statue as well. Rainbow Shadows is Anakin. Okay, welcome in, Anakin. It was a pleasure to have you in the race. Hope you enjoyed the race as much as I loved covering it. We are going to go ahead and get these. Yes, Skandar. Much love. Great to hear that. Always great to have more racers not just tuning into the race, but also hopping in hands-on into the race itself. Obviously, you can't expect to take the gold straight away, especially in these highly competitive events. But you still get you still get your moments for sure, and you had some great moments in that race. So yeah, it's great to have you in here, as well as Anakin as well in the race. Anakin performing quite well for himself at a number of points as well. Okay, but I am currently waiting on the final race standings to get sent to me. It looks like it is going to be Kiki winning. I don't know for sure yet. I need to get that confirmation, but it's looking like it will be Kiki, Kilobaris, and Laggy Rock for our top three. Makakowski in fourth. Pokers was sitting there with 123 points and was looking like he might get fifth, but I'm not entirely sure about that. I think it's possible that Blobrov. I don't think Blobrov passed him up. I think Pokers is pretty secure there in the fifth place. Oh, nice one, Skandar. Top as well. Yeah, I saw you, Top, with that podium. Nice one. Pokers didn't manage to get a podium, and I had the cards to do so, but great races. Yeah, Pokers, you weren't up there necessarily in a podium, but you had so much consistency there midfield, bringing in double-digit points over and over again, and it got you up to the top of the field by the end of it with that consistency. I'll go ahead and stick around, y'all, because you are gonna get the actual final standings. But I'll go ahead and show y'all the standings leading up to Titanic 2, just so that y'all can see them along with me. And keep in mind, these standings are not sorted either. So make sure you look at the total points. But we saw Top there with the podium with the bronze. Actually, if you look, Top was really the only player outside of the top four to be able to get in the podium. That is how hardcore that top the field is. They literally didn't let anyone in for a podium besides those 4 players, except for Top getting 1 third place on Toy World 1. That was it. Nobody else in the lobby past 4th place got any podiums. Maddie, look at Maddie's scores there. In the first half of the race compared to the second half, you could see he was talking about his wrist was starting to get some pain, and you could see it definitely impacted his races there at the second half. But he performed so well in the first half with a number of 12-pointers, an 11-pointer, some 9-pointers, getting a lot of top positions, and that was able to carry over into a good final finish, despite some lackluster races there at the end. Okay, we do have the final standings here, ready to show to y'all, ready to unveil. And the overall standings are ready as well. So let's go ahead and show you all the standings from that race first. Here they are. Kiki, Kilabaris, and Laggy Rock. That is going to be our podium. Kiki officially dethroning Kilabaris from Kilabaris's 3 weeks of nothing but first places. Finally, someone able to challenge Kilabaris' reign. Congratulations to Kiki getting the first place by a pretty large margin there. Keep in mind, they were tied going into Supermarket 2, I believe. And Kiki was able to break away there on the final 2 tracks. We've also got Laggy Rock out there in 3rd. Makakowski in 4th, about 12 points back. Pokers in 5th. Ashen Forest in 6th, doing very well for himself also. Bloberov, look at that. Bloberov 2 points behind Ashen, overtaking Maddie, overtaking V as well there, thanks to a great Titanic 2 finish. We've got Top in 10th, barely missing out on the single digits there, but still very respectable. He was only 3 points behind V for the overtake there. V was someone who, he was either on it or off it. You can see he went from 11 to 2 to 12 to 5. He was either on it or he was off it, which is, not too surprising on the Hummer, but still some very good finishes for him, and so on and so forth. We got Ertsu, the oddball driver there, in 11th. We got Skandar and Anakin, who were in the chat with us. Much love to y'all. They took out Mickey, Kotick, and Rod. Maddie says, I had the session of my life in the first half of that session. Yeah, Maddie was tearing it up. So, I know it is late night for a lot of y'all out in Europe, so I will go ahead and wrap it up here. Not going to keep y'all much longer. Good night and much love to y'all. But we do have the overall standings as well, which I'm going to pull up. The overall standings after all of those weeks that we've had. Here it is. And in the meantime, I'm going to finish out our predictions and release the points over to the Kiki squad. Kiki and Bloberov. We had one bet of 442 points on that one, and Kiki and Bloberov took it, getting 7,500 channel points there. Congratulations to, I don't know, maybe Kiki. Congratulations. We got the quadruple 6-point tie, 6-point gang going strong here. Yo, okay. Much love, Pokers, of course. Happy to stream this for y'all. By the way, permanent VODs are going to be on YouTube now. Twitch changed their VOD policy. So you will be able to check out the past. You'll be able to watch this broadcast for another week or two. But then it's only going to be available on YouTube. Just a quick note before we wrap it out. Kilabaris, Kiki, Laggy Rock is going to be our top 3. Sting, nowhere to be found. this week after a tough week last week. Lampert getting eliminated in the qualifiers. So sad. Same thing happened to Nick. And yeah, so we are going to be doing it. We'll see you same time, same place next week. It's been 2.5 hours. I'm not going to hold y'all much longer. I'm not going to hold myself much longer. Yes, Statue. I will be streaming on Twitch no matter what. All the broadcasts will be on Twitch, but the video recording, the permanent video recordings of my broadcast will be on YouTube, not on Twitch. You'll be able to see temporary broadcast recordings for about 2 weeks after it's recorded, after it's broadcasted live. So the broadcast will all be on Twitch, and then the VOD, the video, will be on YouTube. RVSEC flashbacks next week. We got the star races next week, right? I'm so excited for that. Star races sounds crazy. Good night, everybody. Good night. Yeah, oh, we got the semi-Indu. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited for the star races, though. I really am. That sounds crazy to me. We're going to go from the tip of the top of competitive racing and endurance race into a complete oddball in Star Racers. We got a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks. You know where to find me. Revolt United, Saturday, 20 UTC. Be there. And we'll be kicking it off endurance next week. Much love to y'all. And we'll see you then. Hearts in the chat. And we'll see you next time.